guys, and welcome back to another episode of Change Wired podcast, the podcast where we explore, master, and learn more about and dive deeper into the science and practice of change, of transformation, of growing our future selves better, smarter, wiser, and more fulfilled. Today, we are talking about our frustrations or how to deal with this anxiety or itch that we are not good enough and our life is not put together, and there are more and more things that we have to take care of, that we have to get right in order to feel that we're proud of ourselves, that we are worthy and good members of society, that we are good humans. Frustration list. With my clients, so often in our sessions, especially when we've been working for a year or some period of time, they come to a session and they would say something like, "Well, Angela, shouldn't I figure this out by now? Should I?" And their question is about, shouldn't I have it all figured out by now? By the time I'm 40 or 50 or 60, or even by the time I'm 35, shouldn't I have it all figured out? It seems like everyone else has it all figured out and I haven't. Why is that? And first of all, nobody has it all figured out. And second of all, you're never gonna finish everything that you think you should finish. And to deal effectively with this frustration with not being enough, there is a really, really good technique that is a mix, a combination of different well-researched strategies for well-being, productivity, and creating a fulfilling life. If you constantly find yourself in this state of frustration, or I don't have yet that done and this done, and it feels like I'm a complete wreck, a mess, my desk is a mess, I don't have my teeth taken care of, my manicure is not great, I need to wash my car, I need to get a new computer, or I need to change my phone, or I need to spend more time with my kids or with my parents or with my partners, and at work I need to learn more about AI, and I need to work more with other people, I need to network, I need to collaborate, I need to take better care of my fitness, you get the idea. Everything from fixing, your coffee machine or your washing machine, or changing oils or tires, to changing your wardrobe, to working on your lifestyle, getting a haircut, taking care, all of these things that we gotta do. And it seems like the list of our frustrations is growing and growing and growing, and we are just never gonna be able to catch up. And in that sense, yes, you are never going to be able to catch up with it all. And your frustration list, if you let it just sit in your head, gonna destroy so much quality of your life, so much joy and gratitude for what you have, and yes, so much fulfillment from what you are building every single day. Because guys, maybe your frustration list is growing, but you're also doing a lot of things, and hopefully with time and with practices that you're about to learn, you're going to learn how to get more and more and more fulfillment and joy from the hours in your day, from the activities that you do, versus feeling like you do all of the things but they still don't add up to a fulfilling life. So 3-step process that you're going to learn today, that's going to help you not to just deal with this frustration and actually be at peace with a lot of things left undone, but then also it will help you to make more progress on the meaningful things, not by becoming super obsessed with managing every minute of your schedule, but giving abundantly to the things that actually matter in different areas of your life. So let's dive right into that. Step number 1, how to deal with this frustration list. And I call it frustration list technique, which is a 3-step process, which again, I learned from researchers of wellness, of stress management, stress regulation, of burnout prevention, meaningful productivity, all these gurus. I assimilate all of that. I read all of the books and blogs and many videos, and I listen to a ton of podcasts. I'm like, these are the commonalities. And then I put it into practice myself and with my clients, and I see them working because they are based on really good research. So anyhow, step number 1, how to deal with that frustration, please, to turn your frustrations into more quality of life. First, dump it out, write it out, write it all out. Like, sit down and spend the next 10 minutes. I recommend you stopping your car, your work, whatever it is you're doing, getting some piece of paper or even your phone with a note app open, or maybe your laptop. Just sit down. Writing works better, guys, because the connection between your hand and your brain is much more is much more intimate, but also the way you write different letters in different ways. So neuroscientists say it affects your brain, and that the effect on your psyche is much more profound than when you type it in, or if you just think it. So sit down and write out the full frustration list. Again, anything from fixing your car to fixing your computer to fixing your teeth to learning certain things at work, like everything that you're not satisfied with. Like, my desk is a mess, I need to clean that up, my clothes or my wardrobe needs an upgrade, or I need to take care of for my kids for this. Like, everything that you are frustrated with, that you are just not getting around to doing, like, write down everything that needs to be fixed, everything that you feel like you need to get together in order to feel like you have your shit together. Right? So write it down, all of the things that you are frustrated with about your day, about yourself, just like not getting it done. Write it all down, guys. Spend the next 10 minutes. Sometimes it's more, just write it all down. All of it. David Allen, one of the gurus of productivity, created Get Things Done system that's been popularized and used all over the world. He trademarked this saying, your head is a crappy office. And what he means, and what is confirmed by neuroscientists, is that when you just let things sit in your head without writing them down, without fully processing it, first you occupy your memory, your operating memory, your memory that you use to think, to make decisions, to be creative. It's like it sits there and occupies space like it would in the memory of your computer that doesn't allow you to use it for other stuff. So that, but then you also have these things unprocessed which add to this a feeling of anxiety and like unease, like you have this stuff that is just sitting there and not taken care of and spoiling the quality of your life. So when you write it down, you take it out of your mind, you process it better with your prefrontal cortex, which also makes it less emotional. And also now you're not afraid to forget it because it's all on paper. And again, what your brain wants when it gives you anxiety about things undone, what your brain wants, that researchers confirm more and more, is bring your attention to things that you feel are important and need to be taken care of for you to thrive. And once you write them down, it's like you partially took care of them. And, maybe you don't take care of all of that stuff, and a lot of that stuff doesn't really matter in the big picture of your life, but it reduces that anxiety and allows you to be fully alive and present for your day, so you actually can get meaningful things done, get perspective, instead of feeling rushed into everything because you have this growing list of things undone. But anyhow, write it down. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is go through this list and think of it through this filter of, okay, what actually is meaningful to me and what is just something you gotta do because everyone does it and because I feel like I need to have it because everyone else, I think, would think better of me, or because I'm going to be a better human being. So I give you an example. Like I have this, feeling almost embarrassment, like I need to get my new phone because this one doesn't look as good and my screen protector is all scratched. But in the bigger picture of my life, it doesn't really matter. Or if my hair is not always perfect. Does it really matter? As long as it's, in good condition, washed and brushed, does it really matter that I don't have a perfect haircut? Doesn't matter that I don't have the latest wardrobe or whatever else. It doesn't matter. A lot of things that are on your to-do list, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really add quality of your life and can be equally not taken care of, at least for now. And, your car doesn't have to be always in the pristine condition. Yeah, if you're going for the most important meeting of your life and your car is going to be there and seen and acknowledged, then, yeah, maybe do take care of your car. Or if there are different situations in which things do matter, but having it all together right now probably is not useful, not doable, and doesn't really matter. So go through the list and ask yourself, what really adds quality to my life and what is just noise that I got from, I don't know, my mom. My mom always likes to have things perfect, and for her, having things unorganized on your desk is the worst thing a human can do, or having your dishes not always done. I'm it doesn't matter if I get to dishes once a day, not after every meal, or if my desk is a little bit messy, as long as I get the important stuff done and I know where everything is and it doesn't overwhelm me, it's totally fine. Or if my hair is not always perfect, it's also fine. Maybe not according to my mom's standard, but it's fine. You know what I'm saying? So go through this list and ask yourself what really matters and what is a noise. Because again, nobody ever will have it all figured out. And yes, that perfect person who you admire, they also have their frustration list and they don't have it all figured out. So let's leave some baggage behind. The stuff that you take on a trip but never use. Maybe this time leave it behind so you travel lighter and you enjoy your travels a lot more instead of worrying about all the suitcase and then having to make choices about what do I wear. If you took less, you would have to make less choices and you would have a lot more time to enjoy the quality time while traveling with your loved ones. So anyhow, what do you leave behind? What baggage do you leave behind? What doesn't really matter? Or maybe matters once a month, so put it on your calendar. And that brings us to the third step in the process. Now you choose your things that do matter. Put them on your calendar. Not all of them, that's not what I'm saying, and not necessarily finishing it all. Give you an example. My teeth need to take care of. I have a few implants. I have a few not holes, but things that need to take care of before they start becoming painful. So I need to schedule my regular checkup. It doesn't matter that I need to take care of everything all at once, but go schedule that checkup and then one by one schedule the rest of the procedure. Maybe even if it's once a month. Again, all your brain wants is for you to start taking care of things, not to take care of all of them all at once, but make progress. Even if it's okay, this is a work project and I've been wanting to start it. Maybe that's your personal project and you never seem to have time for that. Well, just schedule 30 minutes to think about how you're going to start. Is it important? What steps you need to take? What success looks like? Just schedule thinking time. Because again, what your brain wants is progress and you putting your attention to things that matter. So once you choose things that matter, now put on your calendar. And again, it doesn't have to be everything for now. Just choose one thing and put it on your calendar. Even if it's to spend 10 minutes to decide what you're actually going to do about that. So that is step number 3. And that is it. And that is how you successfully, effectively deal with that never-ending to-do list, what I call the frustration list, all the things that we gotta get together to feel like we have our shit together, right? So the frustration list, 3 steps to sum it up. Number 1, write it all down. Your head is a crappy office. Another one that David Allen likes to say, your head or your mind is for creating ideas, not for keeping them. So put it all on paper. Free your mind, literally. Again, well-researched technique. It will improve even the ability for you to fall asleep when you just dump it all on paper. So your frustration list, number 1, write it down. Number 2, separate the baggage that you want to leave behind from the things that actually matter. So leave behind and move forward. 2 lists, right? Leave behind, move forward. two separate lists. Some stuff you'll never get done, and that's okay. Your life will be just fine. Just like my hair will be just fine if they're not perfect and my mom is never satisfied with it. And number 3, act on it. Put the stuff, one thing that matters on your calendar right now, even if it's just to think about what you're going to do about it, even if it's just to create a plan. So write it down, separate the baggage from what you take with you. And number 3, act on it, on one thing, put it on your calendar. And that's it, guys. That's how we deal with the never-ending frustration list. And what you'll find is with more practice, you're going to feel more and more at peace with the fact that you're not going to get it all figured out, but you're going to move the meaningful, important things forward, and your life will feel more and more fulfilling because you actually spend time on things that matter, and things that don't matter don't bother you. They're just on your frustration list. Out of mind, out of sight, or out of sight, out of mind. But in this case, out of mind, and really out of mind, allowing you to enjoy your life more and create more fulfilling experiences and results. Hope this is helpful, guys. Don't forget, please do share this podcast with at least one other person and rate and review. Let's help each other to grow, to feel more at peace, to create more fulfillment in our work and personal life. So share, rate, review, whatever speaks to you, whatever is most convenient. It really makes a difference. It helps this podcast to reach a lot more people, and only like that we can help each other. So be a part of the movement, be a change agent, don't just consumer, be an active participant, do something about that. Share this podcast with people you love, rate, review, and your frustration list. Write it down, separate the baggage from what you take with you, and then act on one thing. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, keep growing, keep changing.